One of the challenges that we face in the UK is that finding place to create new woodlands can be a challenge. And there's potentially an answer to this, which is that there are large areas of land across the country that currently can't be planted with trees due to the previous use of the land. So that can include things like landfill sites, mineral extraction sites, previously developed areas, any sort of industrial activity, even types of agriculture can have an impact. And these previous uses mean that the land currently can't sustainably grow trees. Part of the impacts of previous land use can include things like poor quality soils, maybe very shallow soils, drainage issues, even contamination on the site that needs to be cleaned up before we can plant any trees. But if the regeneration process is done correctly, then this is a huge opportunity for us to turn these previously used, previously damaged sites that require some kind of intervention. We can turn them into successful woodlands or areas where we can grow trees or grassland or any kind of green space. One of the outputs of this project is a guidance document that we've produced, and this brings together all of the most up-to-date guidance on the land regeneration process, all the way from selecting a site through assessing the site, classifying the type of soil you have, classifying the sort of preparation that needs to happen on site, all the way up to the tree planting and establishment phase. One of the things that we've realized about regenerating these sorts of sites to woodland is that climate change risks are going to pose an increasing impact. One of the climate change risks that we think is going to have a really big impact is that of drought, and that's specifically because these types of sites often have shallow soils or they have low quality soils that can't hold a lot of water. We have been working to update a model from the mid-90s that allows us to calculate the thickness of soil that is needed on site in order to provide enough water to mature trees. And how it works is that a user will be able to enter information about their own specific site. So that will include things like where the site's located, which we'll use to identify weather data. So that's current climate, but also future climate projections. You'll also put in information about the soil type, the percentage of stones that you have in your soil, and a number of other variables. And we'll then take this information and, using a pretty straightforward water balance calculation, we'll be able to produce an output that tells you the minimum thickness of soil that you need on site to support the water balance for a mature tree. And the reasoning behind this is that it will allow users to plan for success. So not only plan and say how much soil might I need to support trees right now, how much soil might I need to support trees on site in 2080 when they're potentially different climate conditions. It may also help planners to identify whether plans that are submitted for site regeneration are destined to succeed, and generally providing more information so that we can try and future-proof these sites, so that we're not only ensuring that they are successful now, we're also ensuring that they're successful in 80 years' time.